Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. The run from the shotgun. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. From the shotgun, the inside give. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Third down after the run. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. And it's incomplete on third down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
And that decision will be questioned for a while. Grab behind the line. It's Robinson.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. And the Bears come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Clark to fire. Quick strike complete. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Gets it out fast. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, they really could have used that catch. Their physical pass defense, it brings up a fourth down. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. Dead center, perfect. Now, there is a flag down on the play, but when you knock through a field goal from that distance and you're not going to get the first down, I think you just keep your points. Might be the worst-case scenario for this defense. Thought they'd held them to 3. Now the offense with a chance for more. Clark wants to throw. Quickly complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Using his legs, it's Lawrence. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. Down to 2 minutes to play, we'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over, a chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. They just needed a few inches, and the defense knocked them down in the backfield. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. A relatively short field goal try from 26 yards out. Splits the uprights. Good. That'll bring him to within 4. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Pressure coming. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And the Mustangs headed quickly to the line. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Catch in the middle, it's Hudson. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. The Mustangs come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on 1st down. He's going up top. Makes the grab inside the 30. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, SMU!
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
And the extra point makes it 14-3. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Southern Miss is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Hattiesburg for some time. They're up by 28 over Appalachian State. We'll keep you updated on things in a game that could alter the balance of power in the Sun Belt. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here's the handoff. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Might as well stick with him. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Out of the gun, the inside give. Wide open spaces. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Timeout, Missouri State. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Clark to fire. He hurls one deep down the left side. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, thanks, guys. And through 2 quarters of ball, it looks like we're in for another fun one here today. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed, he simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. Either way, it's time to find out. Back to the best in the biz for the start of this third quarter.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Mustangs will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Missouri State offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really nice job by the defense playing responsibility football, making sure the quarterback couldn't make any of his reads, making sure the picture is not clear, getting downhill, getting the quarterback on the ground.
On third down, going up top. Gets it to him on the screen. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Bears line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Let's see what he can do with it. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. The handoff to Johnson. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short. The give on the inside. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Mustangs are facing third and inches. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Third and inches, everybody knows what's coming, but it's so dang hard to stop it. You better get penetration with that defensive line. They didn't do a good enough job. Running back falls forward and does his job.
Got it in the middle. It's Hudson. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Last season, Kevin Jennings took over as the SMU quarterback, and they went 11-1 before stumbling in the ACC championship game and in the college football playoff. What does he need to focus on in terms of improvement?
Just avoiding the turnovers, Reese. If Kevin Jennings does that, then this offense is virtually unstoppable. Because of his ability to extend plays and create, his accuracy thrown vertically down the field, SMU has everything they need. Rhett Lashley is going to have a lot of fun calling plays. If this guy takes that next step, watch out. This is a team vying for the college football playoff.
Leaves it with the running back. He's in open space downfield. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. And the Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They'll leave it with the lone back. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening.
We talk a lot about this at quarterback, right? Hard focus downfield, soft focus around you. He wanted to throw that downfield. He just felt the pressure. He knew he had to get out of danger. He was able to do that, use his speed, go get North up the field for a first down. Well done.
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Mustangs. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Clark wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. And the Bears in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Grab near the marker. It's Johnson. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
But we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. And they built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. 1 more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. He'll keep it himself. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And that's exactly what the defense wants you to do. Go east-west, and the quarterback gets strung out, doesn't pull the trigger and really make a decision. You'd like to see him stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, get more of a plus yardage on this play. Nice job by the defense.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Bears are marching down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. On the run, still looking. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line. Now on second down. They'll give it to Johnson. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking down the middle. It's caught. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
And offenses practice this situation. This is 4-minute offense. You've got the lead late in the game. You're trying to bleed the clock and just get first downs. They do that, they stay in bounds, and the clock keeps ticking.
He might want another play. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. The sweet feet buy a little time. Running into the open space. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there. The Mustangs will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's the pressure. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still...
Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, SMU! They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the 4th quarter.
And now, with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Iowa has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything is going to change. They're up by 35 over UMass. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Clark to fire. Makes the grab. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Bears want to move quickly.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Wide open downfield. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The Bears with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Grabbed behind the line, it's Robinson. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Throws to the tight end. Makes the grab. Open space at the 25. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Missouri State.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
A few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. To the ground, he's got it again. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Looking left. Got his man. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal.
I feel like this guy's having one of those games. It happens maybe once in your life. He's just been open everywhere on the field. He's been lighting up the scoreboard. He's turning these defenders around. They just simply can't cover him.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And this offense shows right away on 1st down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll run play action. Had to throw it before he wanted. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. He wants to change this route. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. The run and the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
Well, what I love about this team early this year is it looks like they can fight through adversity. They started the year 2-0. This game looked like it was in the balance here in the 4th quarter. But after watching them answer with that last touchdown drive, that shows me they've got the mental toughness to potentially make a run this year.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after... The undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Offense calls a timeout here, critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They'll try to tack on a little extra to this lead with a touchdown here on 4th and goal. Slam in. Not only will he not get in, they'll stop him behind the line at the 4. And the Bears are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Fights off the defender. Looks as if he'll work his way forward and get it up to about the 11-yard line. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. And they'll get to the line and spike it to stop the clock. The Bears come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Clark wants to throw. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Unloads to the wideout. Converts on 4th down. Still going. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. And the Bears have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quick completion on the out. Just picked up 3 yards, but he did get out of bounds to try to save every precious second. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
Thanks so much.